Hello there, this is Marcus Andrade, and this is my leadership newsletter. And I would like to start off today with a quote that I find inspiring. To handle yourself, use your head. To handle others, use your heart. Eleanor Roosevelt. I chose this quote because when you're dealing with yourself, you should try to come from a more logical sense. But when you're dealing with others, you should try to come from a more emotional base and displaying empathy. To me, leadership means to lead and be first, displaying strength and help others along the way. Some of the things I learned from this class are to figure out my positive attributes and my negatives. Some of my positives are trustworthy, positive, win-win attitude. I plan ahead. I plan everything. Honest, encouraging. I think one thing about encouraging is that it takes 20 positives just to counter one negative. So that's kind of a big one. Dependable. Very dependable. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. That's just the way I am. Negatives. A loner. I can tend to be alone. I'll cast myself away from the group. Irritable. Usually when I'm hungry, though. Dictatorial. I have a very dominant attitude, so sometimes I will be like, hey, this is the way it's going to go, and that's the way it's going to be. To me, leadership is a skill and a trait. It can be learned with the right motivation and drive. There are natural born leaders, and there are people in position who struggle with it. I think that anyone can learn to be a leader. It takes time and practice. Practice is the mother of all skill. Some of the steps to become a better leader that I will take is know my weakness and work on them. Discover my strength and then continue strengthening them. People that I work with recognize their strength and then how to utilize it. Find their weakness and encourage them to make them better. Connect on an emotional level and build a relationship. Respect is definitely earned and not given. And that's something people need to realize when they're in a leadership role. Create a mission statement and steps to complete it. Recognize diversity in the workforce and how I can bring them together. Well, Fausto and Larson created 3 R's to increase performance. A leader must use require results, review results, and reward results. For require results, clear, concise expectations of my team. Review results, give constructive feedback. Reward results, reward the group accordingly. People work with a better award system in place. So I'm going to end this newsletter with another quote that I like. Leadership is about empathy. It is having the ability to relate and connect with people for the purpose of inspiring and empowering their lives. Oprah Winfrey, one of our great leaders. All right, thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy this.